So welcome everyone. Welcome to our healing yoga and meditation practice this morning. I am so honored to be here to share this session with you. So you'll note I have a chair here. You can practice from the floor or a chair. I ask you to meet yourself wherever you are. So whatever feels right for you in each moment, and really just honor how you're feeling. Please also honor any restrictions you may have from your healthcare providers and rest anytime you'd like, whether you're lying down, whether you're sitting in a chair, even if you need to move around a bit, this time is really just for you. So I invite you to start by choosing one of two positions, and that could be either lying down on your back or sitting in your chair. So let's start by choosing one of those positions, and I'll be instructing you from both places. If you're choosing to sit in a chair, please make sure the back of your body and your feet are supported. So you may want to choose blankets or pillows to put behind your back, to put under your feet so that you can feel comfortable seated. And if you're lying down, choose a position where you feel comfortable as well. If your legs can be straight, allow your legs to lengthen. If you need to put some blankets or pillows under your body, that is fine as well. And whether you've chosen a lying down or a seated position, take a moment just to arrive in the space that you create for your practice today. Just invite yourself to completely arrive, and whatever else is going on can stay outside the space that you're in so that you can just be with yourself in this space. And we'll do a pre-practice check-in, just checking in before our practice begins together by first checking in with thinking mind, just noticing the number of thoughts, the type of thoughts that may be present, just being the observer without judging anything, just being aware. And then checking in with your breath, just noticing how it feels right now to breathe in this moment without changing anything, just noticing. Is your breath feeling quick or slow or somewhere in between? Is your breath coming in and out of your nose or your mouth or taking turns? How is your body choosing to breathe right now? And you may also notice some gentle, subtle movements that your body makes each time you breathe. Gentle, subtle movements. What parts of your body do you feel subtly moving with each breath? How far down in your body are you feeling your breath right now? Without any judgment, just this being the witness, the observer. And now we'll take a pre-practice scan of your body. So as I walk you through your body, just notice how each part of your body's feeling. Notice if it feels comfortable, uncomfortable, if there's lack of sensation present, and notice if there's any asymmetry from side to side. This is just a check-in, no judgment, just being aware. So begin by bringing all of your attention to your feet, toes, and ankles. Noticing how your feet are feeling, comparing side to side, even the position of your feet. Noticing if that's the same or different. Without looking, just sensing. Sense the lower part of your legs, your knees, the upper part of your legs, and your hips. What's feeling okay this morning? What may not be feeling okay? Is there lack of sensation? Scanning your whole lower body, hips down to your feet, comparing right and left sides. You may even sense the bottoms of your feet touching the surface beneath them or your heels, and see if that's the same. Backs of your legs being supported, noticing if that's the same or different. And sensing your belly and your chest, right and left sides of your chest, what's feeling okay, what may not be feeling okay. Is there lack of sensation? Just being the witness without judging. your lower back, sense your middle back, the upper part of your back. And comparing your right and left sides of your back. Sensing your shoulders, the position of your shoulders, the upper parts of your arms, elbows, lower parts of your arms, wrists, hands, fingers. Noticing how both arms are feeling, both hands are feeling. And the position of your arms and hands, and if they're the same or different from side to side. Just noticing. Sensing your neck, your jaw. Notice if your jaw is clenched or not, if your tongue is pressed up against a portion of your mouth, or if it's soft. Just noticing. If your brows are lifted or lowered, and sensing your scalp. And then from the top down, doing your pre-practice scan, sense your whole head, your neck, both shoulders all the way to your fingertips, your whole torso, and both legs from your hips all the way down to the bottoms of your feet. And tuck away what you found during your pre-practice scan of thinking mind, of breath, and of body. And invite your hands to rest on your belly. Let the tips of your middle fingers touch as you soften your shoulders, elbows, and wrists. If you're lying down and your legs are straight and your lower back needs some support, you can bend your knees and stand your feet on the ground. You can even bring your knees together and let your feet go wide. Invite your lower jaw to soften away from your upper jaw. If you need to move it around a little bit to do that, you can do that. And then soften your tongue into the floor of your mouth. Eyes are soft or closed. And begin to breathe in and out through your nose, inviting in your belly breath, or called diaphragmatic breath, or what I like to call low and slow breath. Breathing in through your nose, filling your belly beneath your hands, and then breathing back out through your nose, releasing your breath from your belly. Low and slow. Low into your body. You'll know if it's there because your hands will move forward and back with each breath. Slow, allowing your breath to be as slow as comfortably possible for you, whatever that looks like for you. Sensing your fingers separating from one another as you bring your breath into your belly, and sensing your fingers moving closer together again as your belly empties. And continuing now at your own pace with your low and slow belly breath. We breathe in this way because when we breathe into our bellies, we initiate the relaxing part of our nervous system so we can feel calm. We breathe in this way because the widest part of our lungs are located down into our belly, so we get more oxygen, more nutrition each time we breathe. And we breathe into our bellies because our diaphragm, that big muscle between our chest and our abdomen, pumps a very important duct that moves the lymph through our bodies. And when we do that, we cleanse our bodies because the lymph cleanses our bodies. So each belly breath that you take nourishes, calms, and cleanses. It's a very, very powerful tool you have. Keeping that going, let your left hand stay on your belly and bring your right hand over your chest below your collarbone. Just find a place that feels okay. If you need to bring it below, that's okay. Just find a place somewhere up higher on your chest. You can sense your chest moving with your breath. You can move it to one side or the other. That's okay as well. Continuing your low and slow breathing, but focusing on your two-part breath now. Breathing into your belly, sensing your chest fill after that, and then releasing your breath and pouring it back out through your nose, releasing your breath from your chest and then from your belly. Sensing your whole body breathing with each low and slow breath you take. At your own pace, Eyes are soft or closed. Jaw and tongue are soft. Allowing that inhale and exhale to be as long as comfortably possible for you. And then set your intention for your practice today. Just asking yourself what you hope to receive from your practice today. What would you like to learn or gain? What serves your greatest good? And then asking yourself, what can you let go of? What can you release? What doesn't serve your greatest good? And make that intention as well. And whatever intention is most calling you right now, focus on that intention and create a present tense phrase or sentence with that intention. And repeat it quietly or aloud to yourself 3 times. Sensing in your body what it feels like for your intention to be already so. Sensing where and how you feel this in your body. And then gently releasing your hands. If you're seated, you can let them rest in your lap. If you're lying down, you can let your hands come to rest on either side of your body. And if your legs are straight, bend your knees and stand your feet on the ground. And make the intention to focus on the sensations of your body, sensing each muscle contracting and relaxing. As we focus on the sensations within our body, it helps to bring us out of the busy thinking mind, create space and calm in our mind, and then therefore calm and create space in our bodies. So as you inhale, arch your back, roll your tailbone forward, contract the lower part of your back, sense that. And as you exhale, flatten your back and contract your belly, sensing that. Inhale and arch, lower back contracts, only moving comfortably for you. Exhale and flatten, contracting your belly. Inhale, arch, lower back contracts, keep your jaw and tongue soft, face soft. Exhale and flatten, contracting your belly. Soften your belly and back and interlace your hands behind your head if you're on the ground with your elbows coming out to the side. Now, if this isn't comfortable for you, place your fingertips on your shoulders with your elbows pointing downward. And if you're seated, you'll choose this position with your arms. As you inhale, arch your back once again. Lower back contracts, sense that. Exhale, flatten your back, and then head, neck, and shoulders come up any amount towards your knees. Doesn't have to be much. If you're seated, you're forward folding with a flat back. Inhale, slowly release your abdominal contractions. Exhale and soften completely. Inhale and arch, lower back contracts. Exhale, flatten, and head, neck, and shoulders come towards your knees. If you're seated, chin is tucked, back is flat. Inhale, slowly release that contraction. Exhale, softening completely. Inhale and arch, lower back contracts. Exhale, flatten, head, neck, and shoulders come toward your knees. Sense the contraction in your belly. Inhale, slowly release. Exhale and soften. If you're on the ground, let your arms come out to the side, resting on the ground in a place that feels okay. And widen your feet. If you're in your chair, you can widen your feet as well, widening your feet and your knees, letting your knees be wider than hips, if that feels comfortable for you. Let your knees drop over towards the left side and turn your head towards the right. And let your right palm face up if you're on the ground, right shoulder out, left palm down, left shoulder in. If you're in your chair, your arms are by your side and your right palm is facing forward, right shoulder out, left palm is facing backwards, left shoulder in. As you inhale, bring your knees and head to center, sensing that. And as you exhale, switch. Knees go right, head turns left, switch your arms from fingertips to shoulder blade, sensing how it feels on this side. Inhale back. Sense each movement only moving comfortably for you. Exhale and switch. It doesn't matter how much you move. It only matters how you move. Inhale with intention and focusing on the sensation. Exhale and switch. One side may feel very different, and that's okay. Inhale, sensing the muscles contracting and releasing. Exhale and switch. Inhale back to center. Exhale and switch. And inhale to center. If you're on the ground, as you exhale, bring your knees into your belly. If you are seated, you can forward fold with a flat back and a tucked chin. If you're on the ground and it's okay on your neck, you can lift your head, otherwise your head stays down. Please be careful of your neck. If you're seated on an inhale, come back up to sitting. If you're lying down on an exhale, lower your head if it's lifted and lower your feet and your hands. If you're on the ground, carefully and slowly on an inhale breath, turn to one side or the other and press yourself up to sitting, taking your time to come up to a seated position. Make sure that you're being mindful of your transitions and only moving slowly and carefully. And if it feels comfortable for you to do so, you can sit in a cross-legged shape with your right leg in front. I'm your mirror, using any pillows or blankets you would like to support your body, or find a seated position that feels good for you. Whatever seated position you like is fine. And then find some length in your spine, whether you're in your chair or whether you're on the ground, by lifting your rib cage off your pelvis to make room for your breath. Soften your shoulders, reach the top of your head up towards the sky, and continue with your low and slow belly breath, breathing fully in and out of your body with each and every breath. And now we'll take some cleansing breaths. And as we take our cleansing breaths, we'll take 3 cleansing breaths together, drawing in your intention to receive and release. We'll breathe in and lift our shoulders up. And we'll breathe out and open our mouth and exhale. So let's do that together. Inhale, shoulders lift, sense the contraction in your shoulders. Draw your intention to receive in. Open your mouth and release. Inhale. Receive, exhale, release. Inhale to receive. And exhale to release. Coming back to your low and slow belly breath. Letting your hands rest comfortably in your lap. Then as you inhale, lift all of your fingers. Sense the contraction in your hands, fingers. As you exhale, slowly lower your fingers, little finger to thumb, all the way down and soften completely. Inhale, lift your fingers, contract, sense that contraction. Exhale, little finger to the thumb, slowly lower down and soften. Inhale and lift and contract. Exhale, slowly lower your fingers down and soften and release. Now let's practice a breathing technique called beak breath. It's also called kaki, which stands for beak, and I like to call it straw breath. And the way we practice this is that we breathe in through our nose and fill our bellies. And as we exhale, we purse our lips and breathe very slowly out as if we have an imaginary straw in our mouth. And we do that because our exhale breath is what causes us to feel calm. It actually decreases our heart rate and makes us feel relaxed and at ease. So let's practice that together. You can make the OK sign with your hands. Touch your index finger and thumb together and let your hands rest in your lap, a calming gesture for your body and mind. And then inhale through your nose. Through an imaginary straw, blow slowly out. As if you're letting a birthday candle flicker, but you're not blowing it out. Eyes are soft or closed. Inhale. Pursing your lips and slowly breathing out. Inhale. Purse your lips. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And coming back to your low and slow breath, just noticing how that breath practice felt for you. Always checking in and taking what works with you throughout your day. Place your fingertips on the ground or on either side of your chair now. And take an inhale and float your arms up to a place that feels okay. They don't have to go all the way up, whatever feels right for you. Exhale, lower and tip your head over towards your right side. Head to center. Inhale, send your arms floating up to whatever place they want to float. Exhale, tip your head over towards your left side, sensing each and every movement. Inhale, arms float up. Exhale, float your arms down, tuck your chin towards your chest and make some half circles with your chin. Imagine that your nose is drawing a smile face or a U shape. Sensing each and every movement. Inviting some release in your neck. And then bring your head to center. You can extend your legs. Give them a little shake. If you want your knees to be bent, that's fine. If you'd like to support your legs with blankets or pillows, that's fine too. And then find some length in your spine. Place your hands on your legs. Take an inhale, point your toes forward and squeeze your shoulders back behind you. Sense the contraction here. Flex your feet, tuck your chin, exhale, and slide your hands down with a flat back. Notice my back is flat here. It protects your spine. Very important not to round your back. Point your toes, inhale, and squeeze and contract. Exhale, tucking your chin, flexing your feet, and sliding your hands down any amount. Nice flat back. Point your toes, inhale, and squeeze. Sense the muscles contract behind you. Flex your feet, exhale, forward fold. Sense your hands moving up and down your legs here. Inhale, slide your hands up and then reach them all the way up. And open and close your fingers and your toes. Move the lymph through the body. Cleanse your body. Move your blood through your body. Get that nourishment going. Move the energy through your body. And then slowly lower your hands down and make some circles with your ankles in one direction. Go the other direction. Open and close your toes. And then we'll switch to the other side for seated position. If it's okay for your body, choosing a cross-legged pose, then your left leg is in front. Otherwise, you're sitting in a way that feels right for you, using blankets and pillows as needed. And you may need to support yourself differently on this side, and that's perfectly okay. Take your left hand and place it on the ground or on the side of your chair. And as you inhale, let your right arm lift up to a place that's right, doesn't have to go all the way up. And exhale over and reach, then so the left side of your body contract. Make a fist with your right hand. Inhale, find cactus, bend your elbow. Release your right fingers, exhale and twist any amount towards that right side. Inhale back. Exhale over and reach. Contract the left side. Make a fist. Inhale, release that left side. Release your fingers, exhale and twist. Inhale back to center. Exhale over and contract. Inhale back. Release your fingers, exhale and twist. Inhale back to center. Exhale, lower your right arm and roll your right shoulder backwards a few times. Create the size circle that feels good for your shoulder and roll it forwards a few times. And let's switch to the other side. So this time your right hand is on the ground or on the side of your chair. And as you inhale, your left arm lifts up to a place that feels good for you. Exhale over towards your right side, contract the right side. Make a fist with your left hand. Inhale, come back up. Release your fingers, exhale and twist. Inhale to center. Exhale over, contract. Make a fist. Inhale, come back up. Release your fingers, exhale, twist. Make sure your jaw and tongue are soft, face is soft. Inhale, back over, exhale, make a fist. Inhale and release. Roll that left shoulder backwards a few times. Create the shape of the circle, the size of the circle that feels good for you. Go the other direction, other way. And release. You can extend your legs into a V shape, and it doesn't have to be too much of a V shape. Find a V shape that feels good. If you're sitting in your chair, just letting your knees separate here. And we'll start to draw some circles with our shoulders around our hips. Letting your body move in a way that it wants to, releasing your hips and your back, your neck, your shoulders. Don't go too fast. Sense each part of the circle that you're making. Go the other way. Other direction. And come back to center. If you're able to come to standing, we'll come up to standing very slowly on an inhale breath. If you want to stay seated, that's perfectly fine. If you're coming to standing very carefully and slowly on an inhale, press yourself up to standing, being very mindful of your transitions. And as you come to standing, we'll find a position with our feet hip distance apart. If you're in your chair, you can move your knees back so that your knees are also hip distance apart. Arms are by your side, fingers reaching for the ground. Finding your mountain pose or your Tadasana, mountain. Creating this mountain shape with your body, this strong, powerful, resilient mountain. Sensing your feet as the base of your mountain, the top of your head, the apex, reaching up to that beautiful sky. The arms, sides of the mountain. And let your hands come to rest on your legs. And just like we did our finger fan seated, we'll do that again against our legs and we'll add our toes. We do these movements because they help not only with the arthritis and the tension that may be in hands and feet, they help with neuropathy. So they're really wonderful tools to use. So let's do them together. Inhale, lift your toes and your fingers together. Sense the contraction. And exhale, fan your fingers and toes back down, little finger and little toe, all the way down to thumb and big toe. Then soften your hands and feet. Inhale, lift and contract. Exhale, slowly lower everything down and soften. Let's do that again. Inhale, lift your toes and fingers, sense the contractions here. And then exhale, slowly lower, fan down your fingers and toes and soften. Now I'm going to turn to the side, but you can stay facing forward. And we'll take a warrior stance. With your feet hip distance apart, slightly bend your knees and take a step back with your right foot. So your right toes are turned inward slightly and your left knee is over your left ankle, pressing out towards your left little toe. Shoulders and hips are forward. If you are in your chair, your left leg is supported on your chair. Either way is perfectly okay. And as you inhale, lift your arms up into warrior one. As you exhale, warrior two, left arm forward, right arm back. Drop your back hand, front palm up, inhale, reverse, peaceful warrior. And then exhale, warrior two. Let's take an affirmation now. Inhale, warrior one, I. Exhale, warrior two, am. Inhale, reverse, living. Exhale, warrior two, beyond. Inhale, warrior one, breast. Bring your arms together, Cancer. I am living beyond breast cancer. Repeating that to yourself or out loud. I am living beyond breast cancer. Bring your palms out, shoulders back, and cross your arms over your heart. Bend your knees if you'd like. I. Press up, thrive. And lower your arms. You can turn to face me. If you're turned the other way, just make some knee circles, releasing your knees. Let your feet be a little bit wide. Go both ways. If you're in your chair, one foot is lifting and the other to release your knees. And then we'll take our warrior series on the other side, noticing how it feels on the other side, really feeling these powerful words in your body. So slightly bend your knees and take a step back this time with your left foot, left toes turn in. Your right knee is over your right ankle, pressing outward. If you're in your chair, your right leg is supported here. Okay. Inhale, let your arms lift up. Find your warrior one. Strong and powerful, grounding through the earth. Exhale, warrior two. Right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale, reverse, peaceful, exalted warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Right arm forward, left arm back, taking our affirmation together. Inhale, arms up. I. Exhale, warrior two. Am. Reverse, inhale. Living. Exhale, warrior two. Beyond. Inhale, warrior one. Breast. Bring it together. Cancer. I am living beyond breast cancer. Saying that quietly or aloud to yourself. I am living beyond breast cancer. Take an inhale, let your shoulders come out, palms up. As you exhale, cross over your chest. You can bend your knees if you're standing if you'd like. And I thrive. Bring your arms up. And exhale, lowering them down. You can start to shake it all out. Shake everything out. So imagine that you are a tree and the wind is blowing your branches and you are flexible. You are bending and not breaking. Maybe you get some twisting in there. Your head, your body, whatever feels good. If you're in your chair, you're doing the same thing. Imagining that you are this flexible, resilient tree. Shaking it all out. Shake, shake, shake. Letting go of whatever you don't need, whatever you're still holding on to, letting it out. And then coming back to center. Finding a gentle mountain shape with your body. And we'll take 3 cleansing breaths, drawing in again your intention to receive and release, but this time adding the ah sound on the exhale. When we add this vocalization, it helps us to feel even calmer. So let's do that together. Inhale. Drawing your attention to receive. Exhale with an ah. Ah. Release. Inhale. And exhale. Ah. Let's do one more. Inhale. And one more exhale. Ah. Softening here. Now, if you're able to come back down onto the ground, we'll come back together very slowly and carefully, finding a lying down position on your back. If you are in your chair, finding a supported position seated. If you're on the ground, you can let your knees be bent, your feet touching the ground. Let your hands be on the ground and let them just rest out to your side so there's no effort in your arms. You can widen your feet wider than your hips, whether you're on the ground or in your chair. And just let your knees go from side to side. Letting your knees go from side to side. And you can turn your head the opposite way, releasing anything residual that you may be feeling in your hips and your lower back, your neck. And coming back to center, bringing your feet back and extending them, coming into your resting pose, also called Savasana. So whether you're lying down or in your chair, taking a few moments to find a comfortable position for you. If you're in your chair, using blankets or pillows to support your back, to place underneath your feet. If you're lying down, allowing your legs to separate with your feet relaxed out to the side. Allowing your arms to rest on either side of your body with your palms up, if that feels okay. If you want to support your legs, you can place blankets or pillows under your legs. If you want to support your head, you can place a pillow or a blanket under your head. And whether you are seated or lying down, if you'd like to cover yourself with a blanket, do that as your body tends to cool as you come into stillness. Wiggle and adjust your body to make yourself as comfortable as possible. Take any stretches, any movements, anything at all that your body is still requesting from you. And then settle into the support beneath your body and allow your body to soften into that support so that there is no effort in your body and there is no effort in your breath. Allowing all of your senses to be open. Allowing all of your senses to be open wide. So take a moment to notice any taste in your mouth, sounds, the sound of my voice, the sound in the space that you're in, the sound maybe of your own breath. Any smells coming from your own skin, your clothing, a blanket, the air around you. The sensation of your clothing touching your body, the air touching the skin that's not covered. And whether your eyes are open or closed, noticing anything that you see, colors, lights, shadows, textures. All of your senses open and receiving. And sensing your body breathing all by itself. Sensing your body breathing all by itself. This natural lifting and lowering of your body with every breath. Just taking a guided journey through the body, sensing the mouth, lips, tongue, teeth, gums, ears, nostrils, sensing the eyes, forehead, scalp. Sensing your neck without thinking, just noticing. Shoulders, upper arms, elbows, lower arms, wrists, hands, fingers. Your whole torso, chest, abdomen, and pelvis. Whole back, hips, upper legs, knees, lower legs, ankles, feet, toes. Sensing the whole body alive with sensation, the space around the body, and the body breathing all by itself. This natural lifting and lowering of the body with each breath that you take. Seeing yourself as the witness to all of these changing sensations and allowing yourself to just be. Allowing yourself to just be. And just softening into being. Begin to deepen your breath. Sensing how it feels to breathe right now in this moment, and comparing that to how it felt to breathe before your practice began. Just being the observer, just noticing. Noticing how your body's feeling, and if there's been any shifts in how your body's feeling since before your practice began. Again, just noticing and checking in with thinking mind, noticing the number of thoughts, the types of thoughts, and if there's been any shift in thinking mind. If you've created any space in your mind, in your breath, in your body, just notice. And gently and slowly begin to move your body in a way that feels right for you, waking up your body. Maybe fingers and toes start, maybe wrists and ankles. Maybe you turn your head from side to side. Maybe you inhale and reach your arms in a way like it's the very first breath of today, and you are just inviting in this brand new moment. Maybe knees want to come to belly, or if you're in your chair, you could fold forward with a flat back, maybe making some circles. Whatever feels right for you as you gently wake your body out. If you're lying on the ground and it feels comfortable for you to do so, curl up on one side or the other. If not, stay right where you are. And if you're on the ground, slowly and carefully on an inhale breath, breathing in to press yourself up to sitting. So take your time to come up to sitting. Using your inhale to come up slowly. When you find your seated position, if you're in your chair, hands are on either side of your chair. When if you're on the ground, fingertips are on the ground. When you find length in your torso, whether you're seated in a chair or on the floor, make room for your breath. Soften your jaw and tongue, soften your face as you inhale, float your arms up to a place that's comfortable, letting your hands touch. As you exhale, let your thumbs come past your forehead, your lips, and your heart for kind thoughts and deeds for others and for yourself, kind words for others and for yourself. Thank yourself for practicing today. Thank yourself for all you were able to do. Ending practice together, sharing in the vibration of Om. Inhale together to Om. Om. Be kind to one another and be kind to yourself. Thank you so much for honoring me with your time. Namaste.